Hey everybody, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer, and welcome back to my game of Arkham Horror the card game. I'm playing the Dunwich Legacy. This is the second Prelude Scenario called The House Always Wins. If you didn't watch the video before this one, you may want to go back and watch it. It will tell you where I am. My two investigators, Rex and Roland, are currently they're in the mix. We got monsters, we got thugs, we got all kinds of craziness. Rex just moved and discovered another clue which allowed me to advance the act. Let me read this to you. After speaking to a number of gamblers and servers, it seems as though Dr. Morgan has had quite the run lately. Instead of cashing out his winnings, he was convinced to double down. He was last seen entering the guarded hall near the back of the card room. Put the set-aside darkened hall into play. All right, where's the darkened hall? Here it is. Put it into play. It connects to blue, so it connects here. All right, so this one is still up here, and it connects to blue. Put the set-aside darkened hall. If it is Agenda 1, it is not. I'm at Agenda 3. Discard cards until a criminal enemy is discarded and spawn it in the darkened hall. So I don't have to do that. So that just assumes like the monster is calling all the criminals are rushing to see what the noise is. All right, since that's done, I go on to Act 2A. Dr. Morgan is somewhere in the private section of the club where only VIPs and the club managers are allowed. If you were to find him, you're going to have to sneak or fight your way in. Objective: only investigators in the VIP area may spend the required number of clues as a group to advance. It takes 4 clues, 2 per investigator. All right, so there's a monster out here, but I've also revealed the darkened room, and it says, a heavy oak door stands in a secluded part of the club. As you approach, the air grows heavy and the clamor of the card room fades behind you. So I can move. It's not locked. It would normally be guarded, but right now it's not. So Rex did all his stuff, so he is done. Now remember, this guy's going to follow him in a minute, which is going to allow Rex or Roland to sneak in. So it is Roland's turn. Roland has 2, 4, 6. I could get some resources. Spend 2, gain 2 clues from the token pool, and draw 2 cards. Remember that you had a drink. Okay. Maybe I want to do that because I could do it, then move 1, and then move here for my third and final action. But you know what? This thing is going to follow me. But that's okay. It can follow me. It will move. Let's go ahead and get Roland ready for combat. So for one action, I'm going to get his gun out. Where's his gun? I thought I got it. Oh, I don't. I don't have a weapon? All I've got is Beat Cop. I thought I had a weapon. No, Rex has a weapon. Darn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's got 8 cards. So if I spend 2, I could get 2 clues, and then so I'm going to do it. I'm going to spend 2 clues. I get 2. All right, spend 2 resources. I get 2 clues. 1, 2, and I draw 2 cards. I draw 1-2 punch and evidence. Well, these aren't really going to help me. Play after you defeat an enemy. Discover a clue at your location. When I defeated the rats, did I play that card? I thought I was going to. It says, play after you discover a clue at your location. No, I couldn't do that because there were no clues there. That's right. But this says, play after you defeat an enemy, draw 2 cards, and I didn't do that, but that's okay. All right, now I'm at 10 cards, so I got to discard 2. I'm going to get rid of these clue-gaining cards because they're really not going to help me. It looks like you have to buy drinks and stuff to get clues, so that won't help me. Sorry, 1 and 2. Those are not going to help me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, got 8 cards in my hand. All right. He does have a mobster, by the way, and I forgot. I need to. I'll do this in reverse. I'm going to try to fight the mobster first. So he's got. We'll just play this as my first. Since I forgot, I'll play him. It's fight. His fight is 2. Mine is 4. The Beat Cop gives me +1. And I'm going to this attack deals +1 damage. I'll deal this one to deal +1 damage, which will kill him if I hit him. So it doesn't cost anything, so I'll play it. So now I'm at 4, 5, 6. No, 5 versus 2, and I do +1 damage. 5 versus 2. 5, and I did beat him. He goes away. Is there a victory? No. It goes away. I did the 1 extra damage, and that is my first turn. Second turn was I paid the clues to do this, and I can do it again. I totally can. He's going to move down here. This one's going to move in here and attack Roland. Roland can't get away. No matter where I move, this because I can only move one more time. And no matter where I move, he's going to follow. So that's fine. So Roland will spend another 2 clues or resources to get 2 more clues and draw 2 more cards. I got Hyper Awareness and Safeguard. After another location moves from your location connecting, exhaust, move. I could follow Rex with this, and it costs me 2. After another investigator moves to your location. But I can only do that on my turn, and this one's not really going to help me. I'll get rid of these. I'll just keep the 8 I have in my hand. Actually, I am going to keep Safeguard, and I'm going to get rid of Evidence because it won't help me. All right, that is it for Roland. All right, enemy phase. Clover Club Boss comes down here. Now, he's still aloof because it never told me to change it. If I gain any clues here, he'll become a problem. This one will move, and because it's here, its prey is the lowest will. I will give it to Roland, and it will attack for 1 damage and 1 mental. So I'm going to give the mental damage to my beat cop, and I'm going to give the physical damage to the beat cop. So it's got 1 and 1, and he's got 2 and 2. The conglomeration of spheres has a fight of 1, but 6 health. I can discard the beat cop to deal a damage to him, but I'd rather have him be there for my health and sanity sink, which I'm going to leave. All right, so he moved, and he is attacked, so he's exhausted. We ready? So these flip over, this flips over, this flips over, and I draw a card for each one of them. I think I've got 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's right. I discarded one. All right. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got rid of the Evidence. Oh, for the +1 damage. That's right. So I draw a card. I got his 45. Excellent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got his full hand, and I get a resource. And Rex gets a resource and draws a card. And he draws Unexpected Courage, another 2 wild, which is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to have to get rid of something. I'm going to get rid of his ally. It's not going to help me right now. And that is it for the upkeep phase. Mythos phase. Put a Doom token. 1 out of 7. Draw a card. Who went first? Rex went first, then Roland, because I just ended Roland's turn. So Rex draws Mobster. But the monster says, after you perform an attack, discard that card. So I didn't do that, but it says move at the start of the enemy phase, discard each criminal in the same location. So he goes away. He's criminal. He just says, I'm out of here. So he goes away. All right, are there any other? There's a mobster, which it says at the start of the enemy phase, discard each criminal. So this guy will run, and this O'Banion thug, who's now at the location, remember, he was with him. Oh, no, he did. He exhausted him because he evaded him, but he's still at this location. But at the start of the enemy phase, this one would have gone away. Excellent. All right, that's so good. Okay, is it discard? It says discard. I think that goes into here. I'm pretty sure they'll go in there because they could come back. All right. So all I've got to deal is with this monster. So Rex could go find the guy, but I just drew another mobster for Rex. So it draws and it engages with him. And then Roland draws Twist of Fate, reveal a random token. All right, another one of these. You want an elder sign or an odd, but no strange symbols. I got a -2. If you reveal or a positive number, this is a negative number, take a damage. So I take another damage. Can't give it to the cop because that'll kill him. And that is the end of the Mythos phase. My turn. All right, they're both engaged, so let's have Roland try to kill this stupid thing. I could get my weapon out. No, I can't because I only have 3 resources. Great. So let's just fight him. First action, after you perform an attack using a melee card. Well, that's like a bat or something, so I don't have any of those, so that's good. I just have my standard fight, which is 4 versus 1, but I'm looking for doing more damage. Now, the beat cop, I can discard him to deal 1 damage, so if I can get him to 5, I could kill him with that. So let's see, the 1-2 punch. You get 1 plus 1 fight. If you succeed, you get to fight again at +2 and +1 damage. So let's play that. It costs 2. And I'm doing I get +1 fight and +1 fight. So I'm doing 6 versus 1. Basically, I just don't want the auto fail. And I got 6 plus 1 is 7. So I do 1 damage. And this says, all right, so I do 1 damage. And now it says, if you succeeded, you can fight it again at +2 and deal +1 damage for that attack. So I'm going to be able to do 2 damage this turn around. So it's, again, 4, 5, 6, 7 versus 1. This is still the first action. 7 versus 1, 8. So that puts 3 on it. 2 more. So it's at 3 out of 6. And that was turn number 1. So this goes away. I have another one. Don't I? No. Play after an enemy attacks? No. Play after you defeat an enemy, draw 2. Safeguard? No. Alright, so it's looking like I'm just going to get... shoot. I got Unexpected Courage. +2. So I'm at 6 versus 1. 6 minus 2 is 4. I put another damage on it. 4. That was turn number 2. And then turn number 3, I will play... I'll play this fast card, which gives me +1 fight. So I'm at 5, 6 versus 1. And I fight. I do. That is a 5th and final damage. And what I'll do is I will, as a fast action, discard Beat Cop to deal 1 damage to an enemy. So these go away, Beat Cop goes away, but it does kill the conglomeration of spheres. And it does not have a victory, so it goes in the discard. So it could show up again. And that is Roland's turn. Roland's done. And he's got it down to 5 hand size. All right, Rex. Rex needs to get some clues. I've got 4 clues. Let's go. We're going to move for 1 action. Now, I could spend 2 resources. If it's an odd number, even number, gain 2. Okay. So I move. I'm going to move here. I'm going to try to get 2 more clues because I need. Oh, I only need 4 to advance this. Hold on. I've got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could do this on Roland's turn. So on Roland's turn, only investigators in the VIP area may spend the requisite number of clues to advance. Hold on, the VIP area. Oh, you have to get to the VIP area. Never mind. So I'll put the 4 back. I've got enough clues to advance it, so maybe I don't need any more clues, but I don't know that for a fact. But I do, so I move for 1. I'm going to move here for 2 and reveal it. I have a mobster. Shoot, I keep forgetting. All right, so the mobster was here and engaged. I'm going to have to try to avoid him again, so I can't do that. So let me fight the mobster. My first action will be to fight him. My fight is 2 versus 2. I'm going to play Unexpected Courage to boost that up to 4 versus 2. And I can also play Overpower to make it 6 versus 2. That's better. 6 versus 2, but it'll only do 1 damage. 6 versus 2. This is -3. So I do win. I put 1 damage on him, and I gain 3. I get 3 resources. All right, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That was my first action. Second action, I'm going to have to fight him again. I got he's at what? 2. I've got 2 versus 2. So 2, 3, 4. 4 versus 2. 4 versus 2. That's not too bad of odds, but not great. 4 versus 2. Oh, hold on. Roland's in his same location, so I can contribute 1 card. 4 versus 2. I could give up. I don't want to give up Guard Dog. I may need him. It's going to be 4 versus 2. I'm just going to give up another card. I'm going to give up... The Bulletproof Vest would be so good to keep. I'm going to keep it. 4 versus 2. I did. I defeated the Mob Lobster. All right. So that was my second action. And all I can do now is move here. And that is my turn. Oh, hold on. No, I'm going to stay here. I'm going to stay here. Spend 2 resources. Actually, I'm going to get his gun out. Third action, I'm going to... No, the Bulletproof Vest. I'm going to get that out for 2. And he's got an extra 4 health. So that's good. All right. He's done. Roland's done. That's the end of the turn. Enemy phase. There are no enemies. Upkeep. Flip these over. They each get a resource. And draw a card. Roland gets True Grit. Rex gets Fingerprint Kit. All right. Mythos phase. Put a second one out of 6 and draw cards. All right. So Roland went first, then Rex. So Roland draws Cursed Luck. Put it into your threat area. You are -1 skills during skill test. After you succeed by 1 or more, you can discard it. Okay. And then Rex draws, same thing, Cursed Luck. All right. I did shuffle that, I promise. That is the end of the turn. My turn. Roland has 2 resources, which is not enough to get any of his weapon out. I'm just going to hopefully save it. And not make it. So he's going to move 1. Okay. If I could spend those resources and try to get 2 clues and 2 resources. I don't know if I'm going to need clues, though. So let's just go ahead and move him to max. He'll move here and flip this. He is done. It says forced. When Darkened Hall is revealed, put into play the 3 set-aside back hall doorway locations. All right, let me find those. There are 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. I guess you just randomly shuffle them. And you put them 1. Can you see this in the... Yeah. 1, 2, 3. So there's three doors that I'm going to have to search to find probably the guy I'm looking for. All right, so he's done. And this it connects to all 3 of them. Okay. Now... After you succeeded a skill test, so I can't get rid of that yet. Rex, 1, 2. He could move and reveal. He's got 4 resources. He could get the Fingerprint Kit out, but it's not going to really help me at this point. Let's reveal one of these. 1, 2. We'll just start at the top. 3. I flip it over. It's got 2 clues on it, and it says. As an action, you can resign. We can get out this way. Well, that's good to know. That's a back way out. It says back alley. And he is done. Okay, I think it's just it's a time thing now. All right, so with both of them done, enemy phase. There are no enemies revealed. Flip them over. They each get 1 resource. They draw a card. Roland draws Elder Sign Amulet. He needs that so bad. That's going to help his sanity. And Rex draws his weakness. Oh, no, it's not a weakness card. Search for truth. Draw X cards. It costs 1 to play it. Draw X cards, where X is the number of clues on Rex Murphy. Well, he has no clues, so that's not going to help me right now. All right, Mythos. We place 1. Who went first? Roland went first, because he revealed these doors. Roland gets a swarm of rats. Rex gets arousing suspicions. Place 1 doom on each criminal at your location. If no doom was placed this way, lose 2 resources. So I will lose 2 resources. That's better than a bad guy there. All right, my turn. Let's get Roland moving. He can move here. Hold on, before I do that. I got rats. Remember, I got to deal with them. So for his first action, now I am at -1 for all skills. And if I succeed by 1 or more, I can get rid of it. So I've got a 4 fight versus 1. And I'll just go ahead and fight the rats. 4 versus 1. And I'm hoping to defeat it by 1 or more. 4. The skull is -2. So 2. So I did defeat the rats. And I can also discard the Cursed Luck. That was one action. Next action, I'm going to move to this door and reveal it. It's got 2 clues on it. And it says, while you were in... Oh, I found the VIP area. While you were in the VIP area, you cannot draw cards or gain resources during the upkeep phase. If I can get these 2 clues, I get a victory point. And if I can get these 2 clues, I get a victory point. Victory points are good because you can trade them in for XP, and XP is good in this game. All right, so he moved for 1 action. I cannot draw cards or gain resources, but I can spend the 4 clues. It says only investigators in the VIP area may spend the requisite number of clues as a group to advance. So I've got to get Rex here. I've got to get Rex there before I can spend them. They have to be there. All right. So let's go ahead and Roland. I've got three resources. I can't gain resources or draw cards. So all I can do is play stuff. Oh, hold on. After another investor moves from your location to a connecting exhaust, move to that. Nope, can't do that. I could get his Elder Sign out. It costs 3, and that'll give me some sanity. I could also do something worth fighting for, which gives me 3 sanity. True Grit gives me 3 health. I wish I could get that weapon out, but I can't. I don't have the money to it. So let's go ahead and get out the Elder Sign. It costs 2, and it gives me +4 sanity, so that's good. And Rex has the bulletproof, so he's +4 on the health, so we're good. All right. He's got 1 more turn. I guess I'll investigate. My investigate is 3 versus a shroud of 3. I'll pay this to make it 5 versus 3. Do I have anything else? Nope. 5 versus 3. All right, here we go. 5 versus 3. 5 minus 2 is 3. I did it. Okay, so I got 1 clue. So I've got enough clues, and he is done. Rex. Rex's turn. Rex will move for 1 action here. All right. I will spend 4 clues to advance the agenda. Oops, wrong one. Okay, so I'm in the same location, and I can spend 4. It says, if the players have not completed extracurricular, I have. If the players have, okay, the VIP rooms are filled with the mangled and bloody bodies of unfortunate patrons. There doesn't appear to be any trace of Dr. Morgan. You hear screaming and gunfire from the main area of the club. Put the set-aside Peter Clover into play in the Clover Club bar. Peter Clover. All right, so he's here. There doesn't appear to be any trace of Dr. Morgan if the players have completed extracurricular. Okay, yeah. Put the set-aside Peter into play in the Clover bar. Search the encounter deck for an abomination enemy and spawn it in the Clover Club bar. Advance to Act 3A. Okay, so this goes away. So I have to look for an abomination. I can pick. It says I can pick, and then I'm going to have to shuffle, right? Oh, it doesn't say to shuffle. Search the encounter deck or out of play for an abomination enemy. So I can pick one. And where was that abomination enemy? He had 6 health, right? 6. So let me look in here. It doesn't say to shuffle, which is weird. Usually it tells you to shuffle. Let's look for the bad guys. That has a 6. Oh, they're all the same. I thought there were 3 of them. Servant of the Lurker. Oh, 5 health, 4 fight. No, we'll take a conglomeration. And it also spawns right here. Okay, much better. All right, and then Act 3A says, with or without Dr. Morgan, you have to get out of here fast. While Dr. Morgan is not controlled by a player... Hold on, I'm supposed to go to 3B. I think it was 3B. Hold on. Put the set-aside Peter Clover and spawn it. Advance to 3A. Fold. Ah, okay. Here we go. 3, a fold. Yeah, because that assumes Morgan is still alive, and I guess he's not. Free drinks for whoever gets me the hell out of here, a man exclaims. While Peter Clover is not controlled by a player, as an action you can parlay. Test 3 will to convince him to follow you. If you succeed, place 1 clue from the token bank on him. If there are 1 per investigator on him, take control. If each undefeated investigator has resigned, advance. Why would I want to save him? He's a criminal. Oh, he's an asset. I could put him in my deck. 3-2. Okay, that's not bad. If each undefeated investigator has resigned, advance. Okay, so the question is, do I want to try to go and save him and then get out? The problem is, I have to keep drawing cards from this deck, which there could be monsters, thugs, what have you. And right now, while you're in the VP, you cannot draw. So he did it. I advanced it. If I can resign by getting here on my next action, because he's already done 2. He moved. He did this. He moved, paid the resources. So he's still got 2 actions left. Oh, you know what? I want the victory. So I'm going to do an investigate, and then I'm going to move. So he's going to do an investigate real fast. 3, and I'm going to put in 4, 5, 6. 6 versus 3 to get that last clue so I can get this victory maybe. 6 versus 3. 6 minus 1 is 5, and I do get the last clue. So we got this one, a victory point. That's good. And then for my third and final action, I'm going to move back up here, and because I'm not going after Peter. I don't want to get hurt, or I'm not really worried about getting him out. All right, so we are done. Let's see. It's the enemy phase. Well, the conglomeration is going to try to come get Roland, so it will move here. So I could go rescue him, but I got to get through the conglomeration of spheres, which I really don't want to deal with. All right, so the enemy moved. That's it. Oh, and by the way, I forgot. Cursed Luck, I did beat it by 1, so this goes away. Now I draw a card each. I got Alice Luxley and Rex gets Connect the Dots, and they each get a resource. This really isn't going to matter at this point because the game is almost over. I put a Doom token on, 4 out of 7. Roland went first, so he draws a Thug. And Rex draws a Swarm of Rats. Well, here's the thing. That's okay, because Rex is going to go... these should have flipped over. Rex is going to go first. He's going to take the action to resign, which is going to trigger a 1 hit from the rats. But he leaves. He's done. And I'll have to give up these clues, which is unfortunate. And his turn is over. Roland has a Thug. There's no victory, so there's no worth fighting him. I will move to... and he moves with me. He takes 2 hits. 1, 2. And then I'm going to resign. And he takes 2 more hits, but he doesn't die. This goes away, and Roland escapes. So we do escape. We didn't get the doctor. We didn't rescue Peter Clover, but we did do this. If each undefeated investigator is resigned, advance. So we advance, and it says, you make your way towards the rain-slicked streets of Arkham. If you resign with Peter, go to R3. Otherwise, read R1. Let's read R1 under the House Always Wins. R3. Okay, which one is R3? It says, if Resolution 3, go to page 34. Okay, 34. Although you were unable to find Dr. Morgan in the club, the man you rescued is grateful. I didn't rescue him. Hold on. I did not rescue him. So, R1. Sorry. I knew something was wrong. R1 is page 30. Sorry, guys. You flee to the end of the block and pause. Before you can catch your breath, the ground shakes with a thunderous crash. People emerge from their homes and storefronts to see what the ruckus is, and a crowd forms on the street. You head to the front of the crowd and are horrified to see the building from which you fled reduced to rubble. No sign of Dr. Morgan anywhere. Morgan, I do get a victory, 1 experience points for finishing, and I get all victory X from cards. Well, I only did 1. Victory 1, this one. So I got 2 XP for each of my investigators, which is better than nothing, but I wish I had gotten a little more. All right, that's all I got. This is Jim, the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for joining me on this game of Arkham Horror, the card game, the Dunwich Legacy. In the next episode, I'll be back and we'll be playing... These were Prelude episodes. So in the next episode, it was actually Start the Dunwich Legacy. Actually, I'm not sure if it's Armitage's Fate that I'm going to play or Scenario 1. I can't remember. Let's see. I think it's Scenario 1. Okay. Anyway, sorry to drag you through this. I'll have to find it and figure out what I'm going to be doing. Anyway, all right. I'll be back in a week with the next episode of Arkham Horror, the card game. Until then, everybody, take care.
Check out the new RPG and Wargame newsletter. Each week, the Tabletop Engineer shares news, products, Kickstarters, and much more related to the gaming hobby. It's free to subscribe, so check out the link in the video description below to sign up.